welcome in everybody. Hope you've had a good week or day since I've seen you last, depending if you come to yesterday's class or if you just come to this class every week. But we have got another great session in line for you today. We're going to be starting with our warm-up, so we've got to make sure we've got plenty of space around us so we're not going to hit anything or anyone. And nice and simple, the best you can, gentle, moving that arm around in a circle as you can do there. Remembering, as always, if you can't do that full circle round, just do a smaller one, or just whatever you can do to get that arm going round the best you can, warming up that shoulder joint there. Good work so far. Nice. Just mobilizing that joint, getting it warmed up. And now we're going to do the same movement, but we're going to change the direction and go the opposite way around. So getting it moving again the best that you can here. Okay, let's change over to the other side now. And you may be able to get the same amount of circle range of motion, or less, or more, but just doing whatever you can is what I want from you. And this, and even if it's a smaller circle, just getting it going around, however that looks for you. So with that arm, let's go the opposite direction now. Work. Okay, now we're going to, the best we can, reach over towards the opposite shoulder. Remember, if you can't get all the way over, just come through wherever you can. If that's the near shoulder, that's fine. But if that's too much as well, you can always come across the front instead. Just working whatever you've got. As long as you get a little bit of that elbow bend in there, that's the main thing. Good work, everybody. And we're going to take one arm now. We're going to swing it forwards, reach up the best you can, and then bringing it down. If you can't reach all the way up, just get to wherever you can. If that's head height, shoulder height, wherever you can get to, just doing the best you can to swing that up and back down, repeat through. Change over to the other arm now. And again, swinging it forwards and up, wherever you can get to. Going to come in for a hug, arms out to the side, and repeat through. And come into some shoulder rotation, going forwards first of all. Change direction. And then giving that a little bit of a shake off there. Good. Okay, so we're going to grab our poles now. If you have a pole, then we're just going to have a pole sort of roughly around about shoulder apart. If you don't have something like this, or you can't hold on to something, don't worry, you can do this session without one. And I will show you as we get into it. I'm just going to set up the timer, ready to go. So for this, we're going to do 14 minutes. And we're going to be changing every minute. We're going to stay at 5 out of 10 for the effort. So it comes up. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be changing the exercise every minute. We stick at 5 out of 10 efforts. So it's not hard, it's not easy, it's in between the two. If you've got a poll, I'll be showing you the exercises, but if you don't, I'll be showing you how to adapt it as well. And we'll be going in 15 seconds time with some paddling forwards to begin with. Essentially, we go around like so. And if you don't have a pole, it's the same movement, just without. In 3, 2, 1, off we go, going around the best we can. And at 5 out of 10 for our pace. So that means it's not hard, it's not easy, it's in between the two, and it's getting our heart rate up, building it up nice and controlled. That's it looks like from what I can see, which is, look, you're looking like you're doing great so far. Good pace there. And let's keep it going as we come up to halfway through this first minute. Yeah, my phone's a little bit quiet, so I'll turn that up in a sec. But let's get going first of all with these first couple here. As we come into 15 seconds to go on this first one. On the next one, you're going to do the same movement in the opposite direction. 10 seconds. And change in direction in 4, 3, 2, 1. So same movement and go the opposite way. That's it. Good. Working again with the pole, without. If you've only got one arm available to you, you can just do this one arm. Let me just make that louder so you can hear it. There we go.
Halfway there.
Hear it now. Good work. All right. So good movements here, going around. Try not to let them get too small as you go through these. You don't need to go really big either, just somewhere in between the two, much like the pace. And this is going to slowly bring that heart rate up, slowly bring that core body temperature up, and help us to warm up essentially. Right, we're going to do both arms forwards next in 3, 2, 1. So go around in a circle, both together this time, and over with the pole. You can do without, or if you need to do it single arm, you can do it single arm as well there. But just getting it going around the best you can. And we're coming up to halfway through this one.
Halfway there.
Just keeping it going around at that 5 out of 10 pace. Welcome in, just join when you're ready to. And on the next one, in 15 seconds time, same movement, opposite direction. Keep it going here for another 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Keep it moving. Excellent work. Okay, good. Everybody coming up to halfway through this one.
Halfway there.
Nice work. On the next one, we are going to be doing some paddling down to the left as if we're in a canoe. So just kind of like kayaking motion. We go into a canoe-like motion on the next one. And I'll show you that as we move into it. We've got another 10
10
seconds here.
seconds.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you grab the pole and go down to one side. You've either got the pole, just like so, or you can do it kind of pretending you've got one, or if you need to do just a single arm, whether it's across the body or the same side. Just doing what you can there is all that we can ask of you. Good work. Halfway through this one, keeping it going. Got 20 seconds to go. And then on the next one, we'll switch over to the other side. 10 seconds
10
now.
seconds.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch over.
6.
And keep it moving. Good work.
Halfway there.
Halfway. Okay, on the next one, we're going to do some punching forwards, alternating the hands. Staying at that 5 out of 10 pace, we're still warming ourselves up, getting that body temperature up, getting that heart rate going.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. So punching forwards on the next one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So alternating hands, punching forwards, and again with the pole. You've got without the pole, or single arm if you need to do it. It's making it work for you here. As I mentioned in the past, the actual form of the exercise isn't the important bit here. We just change up the exercises to keep things interesting, keep things moving different muscles and that. But the main thing here is the pace, getting our heart rate up.
Halfway there.
And getting that core body temperature up. So that's the idea of the warm up. And then the different exercises, just like a little extra fun cherry on top to keep it a bit more interesting. Good. Okay, keeping the punching theme going on the next one, but we're going to be punching across our body.
10 seconds.
And I'll show you that as we get into it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So come across to one side, then the other. And again, you can do with, you can do without, you can just do the single arm.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Good work. 20 seconds to go on the next one. We're going to do the same punching exercise, but instead of going to the side, we're going to go up above your head if you can, or up at least
10 seconds.
as high as you can go. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So going up now. You can reach all the way above your head. That's fine. You can only get so far, get so far. With the pole, without the pole, single arm. You do what you can do here.
halfway there,
through this one. And the reason I give all those adaptations, we have quite a wide range of abilities in this group. So it's good to make sure that everybody knows what options they have to be able to get through this in the way they can.
10
which is
seconds.
good. 10 seconds on the next one. We're going to be punching down. And I'll show you again in 3, 2, 1. So you come down either side of the lap if you've got the pole. If you don't have the pole, you can either go down or you can come down and across. I'll leave that up to you, or you can do it single arm if you need to. So just whatever you can do, get those arms down and back up each time. Good work. Halfway through this one, coming up now.
halfway there,
Good. Okay, so this next one, we're going to combine those previous ones together. So we go forward, side, up, and down, and then repeat through. And that's in
10
10
seconds,
seconds time. So combination exercise on the next one in 4, 3, 2, 1. So go forwards, to the side, up, and down. Repeat through, forwards, to the side, up, and down. Good work, in your own pace. Working that brain a little bit as well. Keep things coordinated.
halfway there,
Halfway through. Seconds to go. On the next one, we are going to be doing double arm forwards, double arm overhead. And I'll show you that as we get
10
into
seconds,
it. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. So go forwards, up, forwards, up. Repeat through that. Good work. If you can't go all the way up with your hands, just get to where you can. If you're doing it without the pole as well, you've got that option. Or single arm if you need to.
halfway there,
Halfway.
ten seconds,
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to do some circles in a clockwise direction in 3, 2, 1. So coming around clockwise to begin with. Again, with the pole, without the pole, single arm. And those arms going around the best you can here.
halfway there,
Halfway through this one, nice work. Good, then after this one, I've got one last one to go, which would do the same in the opposite direction to bring us up to number 14.
ten seconds,
10 seconds on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change
round
direction
14, last round,
and keeping it going in this last one here. Once we've finished this minute, we'll have just a small break where I change the timer, but in that break,
Halfway there.
If you've got your drink available, make sure you stay hydrated during these sessions. And we're going to a little bit of a more intense bit of work coming up next. Okay, 10 seconds to go. All the way through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. So if you need some hydration, we've got a couple of minutes while I'm doing the timer, but not too much. You don't want to have that heart rate dropping down too much. That's the point of the warm up, is to warm up, so you don't want to cool off too much. Get this one going. Okay, so I'm gonna have a drink as well, but as I do so, to explain what we're doing 10 rounds here, and we're doing 40 seconds of exercising, 20 seconds of rest, and that's at 1 minute. Then we'll repeat through that 10 times to make 10 minutes. For this, we're going to be doing the same sort of exercise as we just did. And we are going to do about 8 or 9 out of 10 effort for the 40 seconds. So whatever kind of best effort-ish, not quite as maximum as we would normally do for like a 30 seconds, but very, very close to it. Good. All right, then we are going to go here in 15 seconds time. Start with some paddling forwards and getting those arms going around the best you can do for this 40 seconds. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Getting those arms going around. 40 seconds here. So it's a little bit more than what we have been doing the last few weeks. We usually do 30 seconds and 30 seconds rest. So this is 40 seconds and 20 seconds rest. So putting a little bit of more of the effort, or each part of each minute into the effort part, and less into the rest as well. So that's increase the intensity of every single minute that we do here. Good work. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. All the way through to the end here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. 20 seconds rest. And during these rest periods, you can either rest off completely, or if you just want to keep the arms moving a little bit, I'll leave that up to you. How you want to proceed with that. We're going backwards on the next one again. Near best effort. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Getting those arms going around. The best you can do, 8, 9 out of 10 effort, pushing yourself here. And you'll naturally sort of fall into that as you get near best effort anyway for 40 seconds, but keep pushing it all the way through.
Halfway there.
Halfway through this one. Keep going. Nice work so far. And if you're not using a pole
10
as well,
seconds.
just those same exercises we've done before. Easy to transfer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. That's our first 2 done. We're going to do both arms around together for the next one. 10 seconds to go of our rest. So there's less rest as well. So not only is it more time on the intense parts, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good work. So yeah, not only is it more time on the intense parts, we're getting less rest. So it's less time for our body to recover just about enough in between. And that also increases the intensity. So increase it in 2 different ways. Both the amount of time they're doing the effort and the decrease in time of the rest. Good work. Keep going. 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. Next one, same movement, opposite direction. In 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good work, keep pushing it all the way through here. Nice work, everyone. 20 seconds to go. Keep pushing it, still going fast.
10 seconds.
Seconds now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Nice work. 20 seconds of rest. We go on to our paddling down to the left, like we're in a canoe for the next one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Again, going. Good effort here. Pushing yourself through.
Halfway there.
Halfway. Keep going then. 10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Nice work. Switching to the other side for the next one. Looking good, everybody, so far. Let's keep that intensity there as we go into this next one. Moving over to the other side in 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
6.
Good work. Keep going. Keep pushing it. 20 seconds to go on this one.
Halfway there.
Remember, we're near maximum effort, so make sure it is hard, make sure it is fast. 10 seconds to
10
go.
seconds.
And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good stuff. Okay, we'll do some punching forwards on the next one, alternating the hands. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Keeping those arms moving fast. You got it. It'll be quite easy just to fall into a rhythm here. Just allow yourself to push through. Keep going fast. Keep those arms moving. 20 seconds to go on this one.
Ten
10 seconds
seconds.
now. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. We'll be punching across for this next one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Halfway there.
Halfway through.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds to go on this one. Keep pushing those arms nice and fast. 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. 2 more to go. The next one, we'll be going up. And still going Nice and fast. Are you ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. That's it, good work everybody, keep pushing yourself. Good work with those arms, keep going. Pushing it fast, pushing those arms up as best you can as well, halfway through. Don't let yourself drop off in this 20 seconds. All the way in, 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, resting there. And then we've got one last one to go here, which we'll be punching down or down and across if you're not using a pole. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good work. Fast with those arms. Keep going. Good work all the way through this. 30 seconds to go. Nice work. Keep going. That's it. 20 seconds to go.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds now. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. Grab your drink if you need one. Let's just up the next timer here. Cool, okay, so we are going to be doing 4 rounds next of 2 minutes of exercising and then 30 seconds of rest. During the 2 minutes, we're still going to be using our poles, and what we're going to do essentially is just try and hold a pace that we can hold for the full 2 minutes. So I don't want you going too fast and then dropping off the pace. But also I want you to push yourself as well, so I want you to make sure that you are going hard enough to make it worth doing the full 2 minutes to do. So around about sort of 7 out of 10 is probably a good place to try and get to, and try and hold that for the full 2 minutes as well. So yeah, we're doing 2 minutes of the exercise, then we're at 30 seconds of rest, and repeat through that 4 times to make a total of 10 minutes when we include the rest in. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing next. I'm going to have a quick drink as well before we get going on it, and then we'll get going. So 2 minutes, about 7 out of 10 effort. Oh, and obviously there's only 4 here, so I'm going to let you choose the exercises you want to do during this. So if you want to do different ones, absolutely fine. I'm going to stick to the basic ones of going forwards, backwards, both arms forwards, both arms backwards. But if you want to do a different one, which is either harder or easier or whatever it is for you, I'll leave that to your discretion. And you can choose from any of the exercises we've done, or any of the exercises that we are doing in different sessions as well. 15 seconds to go. And we'll be starting on our first one here. 2 minutes of effort. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it. So it should still be fairly hard here. But whatever you can hold for 2 minutes. You may be able to hold almost near your maximum pace. Depends on your ability level, where you are on your fitness journey, lots of different factors, but just keep it going around the best you can. And you can use this first 2 minutes as a bit of a gauge as well. So as you're going through, you can test your ability to hold a pace. through this. Good work. Keep it going. Nice work, everybody. And we're almost at halfway through this first 2-minute block, which will be 2, 1, halfway through. Keep it going. So another minute to go. That should give you a bit of an idea of where you should be with your pace on this. It's a bit longer than what we would normally do. That's okay. It's a slightly different focus here. Good work. 40 seconds to go. And we're into the last 30 seconds now. Keep going. Get those arms going around. Keep pushing yourself at that sort of 7 out of 10. And how you should feel when you get to the end is almost the same as how you should feel when you do a 30 seconds maximum effort. So we're just dropping that pace to make sure we can hit the same feeling towards the end of it. 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. That's our first one done. 30 seconds of rest. Then we'll go to the next one. It's not worked. So we're going into the next one now. Again, you can choose the exercise you want to do. If you don't want to choose, or you just want to follow along with myself, then you can go on what I'm doing, which is backwards. 3, 2, 1, off we go. As well, if you want to drop the pole as well and use it without, that's absolutely fine. Again, this is up to you for these 4 that we're doing. But the reason we mix it up and keep things different is because our body adapts to the stimulus we give it. So if we give it short, fast, hard work to do, it gets better at doing short, fast, hard work. Essentially, our body says, hey, I need to change to make it so you can do this a bit easier, a bit more efficiently. So it changes to do that. If you do longer, slower stuff, it adapts to do longer, slower stuff, and it gets better at doing that. So we like to mix up a little bit here, add some variation with the timings, the different types of exercise we're doing, just to give ourselves
Halfway there.
a little bit of everything in terms of the different paces that we do. And that helps us to cover the board a little bit and to maximize different areas the best we can. But we still got another 42 seconds here, so keep it going, keep pushing those arms around, keep it going at the best effort you can do for the 2 minutes, which should roughly come out at about 7 out of 10. Although when you come to the end of the 2 minutes, you'll probably feel like 10 out of 10 effort. Good work, keep going all the way through. 20 seconds to go. And into the last 10 now.
10 seconds.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Okay, halfway through this. 2 more to go. Again, next one, you can choose your exercise if you want to mix it up. If you want to go the forwards and up, or paddling to the left, whatever it may be. But I'm going to go the simple route with the circles round. Okay, another 2 minutes coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And when I mean about adapting to certain things, it will do a tiny amount of adaptation if you just do one session. But the consistency of doing it again and again and again over time, and what I mean by that is keep coming back every week, that's when you start to see the real change in your ability to do this kind of stuff. So doing cardio workout like this is really great for our heart and lung health, especially when we do it consistently, because it helps us to get better at this, and this is very transferable for our everyday life, just being able to do stuff at a higher intensity for an extended period of time. That's you could describe that as life itself, doing something at a high intensity for an extended period of time, especially as wheelchair users. Good work, keep it going, keep pushing through. So when we do this training, we can always say we're training for our life to help it to do the things we want to be able to do more efficiently. Good work. We've got another 40 seconds here at this pace. Keep that intensity up. Remember, it's 7 out of 10, somewhere around about that. But as we get to the end of it, it should feel like it's 10 out of 10 effort here. 30 seconds to go. Good work, everybody. Keep going all the way through here. Last 20. And 10 seconds here. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. And then we will go backwards on the next one if you want to follow along with me, or again, choosing the exercise you want to do. Fifteen seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So it's the last one here. Keeping it going. Nice work. So all of this type of training that we do is interval training. So that's where we do a bit of effort, a bit of rest. But essentially we're changing our intensity throughout the session. That's kind of the idea of the intervals. We do an interval of one thing, an interval of a different thing. And we do it a certain way where we do exercise and rest, alternating between the two. Just keeps things nice and simple. But there are other ways you can do it. You can add in 3 different types of pace. You could go harder, medium, and an easy effort and repeat through that. Lots of different things. But essentially the idea is that you alternate paces in different time intervals. But there are different types of training. You can just do where it's just a straight up, it's one pace for the whole thing.
Halfway there.
Which would be the equivalent of doing, like, you know, someone going for a cycle ride and they stick at one pace the whole time. That would be that equivalent. So there's different ways of training. The reason we do the interval training is because we can hit a certain intensity for a certain amount of time, which is really helpful for understanding what pace we should be going at. So the longer sessions where you do just one pace for the whole session, that's quite difficult sometimes to gauge what speed, what pace you should be going at. So we break it down into these intervals and make it so we're on target all the way through. 15 seconds to go.
10
The last
seconds.
10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. Okay, that's our 4 done. We can pop our poles down. We won't need them for the rest of the session. We go into a little bit of core work now. Some of the exercises that we usually do here. I'm just going to have a little bit of a drink. So we will start with bending down to each side. So we come down to one side and then pulling ourselves up to the middle. And with this, as always, try and use your core muscles to pull yourself up. You can always put your hands on there even, and that might help you to not use momentum to pull yourself up. Or if you need to add intensity, you can put the hands down to the side that you're doing, because that just shifts more weight into there, and that makes it a little bit more intense. But try and use it. So imagine you're curling the spine over and then you're straightening it back up again. Can be quite easy, and I've demonstrated this before. Like, so here, I'm not doing anything, but if I just put the arm out, naturally, my body sits itself up. So that's what we don't want to use there. We don't want to be using momentum. We want to cancel out that and just use the core muscles, whether that's putting the arms down, keeping them up, however you want to do this. Okay, for this next one, we want to still kind of get that lateral flexion in, but what we want to do is come down to one side with both hands, and as you come up, rotate and bring those arms up at a diagonal angle. So come down to the other side now, and come up and across, and try and get all of this movement of the hands, try and get it from the core. So the core is moving the arms up and across, and the arms are just coming along for the ride as such. So that's how I want you to try and visualize this. Try and go right, core's pulling it up, arms coming up and across. This just adds the rotation into the mix here. So go one side and then do the other side, alternating between the two. Yeah, resting there. We're going to go forwards, fold on the next one. And with this, similar sort of thing, but we come forwards. And then sit up, and you've got some options there. If you've got a weak core, you can just use your hands a little bit to help you up. But if you can get down and up fairly easy, you can make it harder by raising the hands up. The higher the hands are as you go down and up, the harder this is going to be. This one always makes me laugh because I don't know if you guys have the gallery view on. I know it's set so you just see me, but I see everyone on the screen like looks like they're bowing at the same time.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
All hail Ban.
We're not worthy.
See, my mind goes to the mummy, Imhotep. Imhotep. Good work. We'll do a few more here. And we'll make the next one your last one. Yeah, and then let's go back to the beginning again. So we come down to the side and to the other side. And one. Nice movements here to remembering those things we spoke about before. Whether you need to use both hands to one side, trying to use that core to pull yourself back up in line. Yeah, then we're going to come for the diagonal ones, so coming up, across, and then doing over to the other side. Make sure we're getting that lateral flexion in there, the rotation as well. Using the core to do it. So all your attention should be on your core here to pull it up and across, and then doing the other side. And you'll know once you've got it because you'll feel like you're sort of pulling your upper body along rather than the upper body guiding the movement. Good, and then into the forward fold. Yeah, and then resting it off there. Good work. We've got a little bit of time before we finish this session. So let's go into some mobility work through our spine. Yeah, if you need a drink before we start, that's absolutely fine to do so, but we'll just go through some nice gentle neck movements to begin with. Looking up, looking down, going back and forth between the two, controlled, gentle movements. And then some rotation, going left to right. Lateral flexion, one ear to one shoulder, to the other, back and forth. Good work. We go through the rest of our spine as well. So extend through, flex down, arching like a high jump as we come up, curling like a prawn as we come down, back and forth. Some rotations, go one side. And to the other. A little bit of lateral flexion. We don't want to do too much because we've already done it here. So just use the hands to assist with this one. And in a whirlpool. Change direction. And then bringing that to a close. Excellent work, everybody.